सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वमस्य पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गरीयान् न त्वत्समोऽस्त्यभ्यधिकः कुतोऽन्यो लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमप्रभाव तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायं प्रसादये त्वामहमीशमीड्यम् पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियायार्हसि देव सोढुम् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। हरिः ओम्।
Most Revered Secretary Swami Dhyanagamyananda, respected Evening College in Charge Maharaj Aganda Chaitanya, monks of Sri Ramakrishna Order, Padma Shri Nalli Kuppuswami Chetti Araya, respected dignitaries on and off the dais, distinguished resource persons, esteemed academicians, faculty colleagues, dear research scholars, and beloved students. So very good morning to all of you. First of all, I like to express my sincere thanks to the head of the Department of Mathematics and the coordinator of this international conference for having given me this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to this August gathering. It's given me immense pleasure to cordially welcome our distinguished guests, Dr. P.R. Vittal, Assistant Secretary of this college, Professor V. Kamakoti, Director, IIT of Madras, Professor P. Rajshekhar Reddy, Retired Professor, Sri Venkatesan University, Professor P. Venkatesan, President, International Biometrics Society, and Dr. R. Ravanan, Retired Joint Director, Chennai. We are truly honored by your gracious presence here today. Welcome you all, sir. I also take this moment to congratulate the organizing secretary, Dr. M. Ramakrishnan, and Department of Mathematics for their dedication and tireless effort in organizing this prestigious academic event. On behalf of the management, the secretary, Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda College, I wholeheartedly welcome each one of you and wish this conference great success. Thank you. Thanks to one and all for presence here.
Our esteemed revered Swami Dhyanagamyananda Maharaj, Secretary, Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda College, our respected Padma Bhushan Nalli Kuppuswami Chetti, the Vice President of the Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda College, the most distinguished guest, Professor Kamakoti, Director, Indian Institute of Science, IIT Madras, and Professor Venkatesan, former Director of ICMADS, Chennai, a distinguished research student of the first batch of Vivekananda College Mathematics Department, Professor Ravanan, former Director, former Principal of Presidency College of Tamil Nadu Government, Professor Kuppuswami, the dynamic principal of Vivekananda College, currently, distinguished guests, monks of the Ramakrishna Order, participants, and all. It's really a great pleasure for me to participate in this function as a old student of Vivekananda College in 59-61, a member of the Department of Mathematics as a lecturer from 62 to 76, a professor and head of the department from 1989, and also as a principal in 94-96. And fortunately, by the grace of the Holy Trinity, I am the assistant secretary in the management of Vivekananda College. I had the rarest opportunity of visiting Department of Mathematics to give some lectures to the students and faculty members of the department. And really a great honor to me. Under the guidance of the present secretary, who is a monk of the Ramakrishna Order, an old student of this college in BSc Mathematics, a MTech in Computer Science, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and a PhD in Computer Science, Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta, has shown equally great importance for the spiritual life and education in the sense of Swami Vivekananda. You are all fortunate enough to be associated with Vivekananda College as a faculty member, as a student, and at least as a participant in this great conference. This is the first conference, to my knowledge, right from 1959, that a conference of the international level, and we've included a number of old students of our college who are in a distinguished position in number of the foreign universities. Professor Alladi Ramakrishnan, the Dean Department of Mathematics in the University of Gainesville. Professor Roger Natarajan, Director, Actuarial Science, Michigan University. Professor Ram Ramaswamy, formerly associated with the Bell Lab and also now Associate Director and CEO of a respectable company in New York. Professor Krishna Srinivas, an old student of this college, specialized in queuing theory in applied math statistics, and many others participants belonging to this college. This college started the mathematics department with intermediate, BA, and BA honors simultaneously in 1946. There is no college in Tamil Nadu without a faculty member as an old student from Vivekananda College. Most of the institutions are very distinguished professors associated with Vivekananda College, serving at least in the Department of Mathematics, to my knowledge, in various universities in India and abroad. To be very particular, I cannot forget three important personalities associated with Vivekananda College, like middle order batsman, Professor K.R. Parthasarathy, a director, Indian Statistical Institute, a distinguished professor specialized in many fields of mathematics and statistics. Professor M.S. Raghunathan, a former student, just a year senior to me in Vivekananda College in BSc Honors. He belongs to the last set of BSc Honors Mathematics, and I belong to the second set of MSc Mathematics in this college. So A. Ramanathan, a distinguished scholar, little handicapped, served in Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, went to Virginia University and a professor there. There are a number of distinguishable professors in various departments of mathematics, like Indian Institute of Science, IITs, Harishchandra Research Institute, and so many institutes to mark the name of Vivekananda College in the world map of mathematics. Vivekananda College has a number of distinguished professors right from 1946 who specialized teaching, inspired teachers in innovation, in the students in innovation of thinking mathematics. That is why there are many researchers in various places associated with Vivekananda College. They would have been much more in research as the opportunity was given right from those days. We belong to the middle era of this college, started teaching along with research also. There are several institutions like Indian Statistical Institute, Institute of Mathematical Sciences, Indian Institute of Technology. S.K. Srinivasan, the former Dean of Mathematics of Indian Institute of Technology, was a student of our college. So many research institutions in Chennai invited us to participate in various conferences and kindled our interest in research. Many teachers, even though monetarily they are not benefited, academically as they are interested very much associated with research work. From 1970 to 1980, most of the members of the Department of Mathematics acquired the knowledge of research and they publish papers in well-known international university. Almost all of us publish our papers in international journal. We also participated in many international conferences and presented papers in Harvard University, University of Chicago, University of Cornell, University of Stanford, University of Toronto, University of McGill, University of Cornell, and so on. There is no depth of knowledge from the teachers of this institution in propagating the knowledge of the development of mathematics to the international community. From 1980 onwards, the department has been recognized as a research department. And I said that Professor Venkatesan belonged to the very first set of MPhil of this college, and then he proceeded to the Madras University for doing a PhD in statistics department. This institution has now gone through with a twin program of teachers learning and research and guiding students for PhD program and MPhil program. So many things have been achieved by the Department of Mathematics. Mathematics has been internationally recognized very well for the eloquence of the teacher and the greatness of the research work that they have done. There are FRCS from the old students of this college. Professor M. Raghunathan is one of the FRCS. He is associated with the Ramanujan Society of Mathematics too. So, Mathematics department has done a great job. And now that you have come forward, I really appreciate the Department of Mathematics and particularly the organization that you have taken keen interest in conducting the international conference in mathematics. This should be a beginning. I am quite sure and hope that this department will continue the process of research. Teaching and research should go very well. That's why most of the universities in the international mapping, you see great teachers and great researchers too. Unfortunately, it so happened in India that we stop learning the process, we take the teaching position. It has to be started, teaching has to be started the moment you take the position as a teacher. I'm quite sure and hopeful, seeing the members of the department very enthusiastic in research, the department will become soon a very great research department to be recognized by well-known universities nationally and internationally and contribute a lot to the work. In particular, now I'm thankful to all the participants who have shown interest in participating, presenting paper. I'm particularly very grateful to my esteemed friend, Dr. Gopal, former professor and head of department of statistics of the University of Madras, who has opened me to the actuarial science at the University of Madras. My close associate, Professor Tangaraj, with whom I have written a number of papers. All these papers have been published in international journals. When As an old student of this institution, we are able to do this. Why not you, younger generation? You have now acquired a lot of convenience, lot of efforts is being given by the management, and therefore your job is to only work and propagate the knowledge of mathematics to international world. Especially all branches of human sciences require the knowledge of mathematics. We have neurobiology, biosciences, mathematical sciences, physics is too much of mathematics, chemistry we have quantum mechanics, and economics and other branches, not to take financial economics and management science. So scope is very high. Teachers and people who belong to the mathematics community and participating in this conference, I'm quite sure will come up forward to associate your future life with a great service to the mankind through your propagation of knowledge in mathematics by acquiring a great knowledge. I'm really happy that I'm associated with Vivekananda College. And I'm more happy that the Department of Mathematics still remember me, even though I'm now running 88. I'm associated with all the teachers of Mathematics Department particularly, and also the members of this college. Therefore, I'm quite sure that we will be able to do a lot to the improvement of mathematics in particular, and this conference will be meaningful to all the parties. I wish the conference to come as a great success and open the eyes of other institutions too to run such conferences. Thank you very much.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Eva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Salutations to the Master, the indwelling, who leads us all from ignorance to knowledge, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. A very august gathering in the dais, as well as off the dais. The greetings, formal greetings, have already been recorded. The total age group, age that the dais brings to us, I was counting, it's about 300 years. So you are looking in the front row near about 300 years of experience. It's a highly humbling moment for me. And this mathematics conference, as mentioned by Professor Vittal, happens to be the second international conference. The first one happened in 2004 when Professor Natarajan was the HOD. And Natarajan also was my teacher during my days in the college. And the more interesting thing is, even at this age, nearing 80, he's publishing papers in top journals. And it echoes what Professor Vittal has been saying all this while, that the college has been nurturing quality, excellence, and commitment to the field of education. So much so that it's not treated as a mere profession, not a mere pecuniary profession, but it is a lifetime commitment. That even after retirement, a person who has gone through 6 months of bed rest after a stroke, almost had to count his days and minutes for his life, sitting down and writing a Springer Verlag book, 2nd edition, on summability theory in mathematics, being accepted last month. So that shows the dedication and devotion for the culture of knowledge. They are really a true inspiration for the youngsters. When I look back into the very formation of this organization after the name of Ramakrishna, during his formative years, what kind of a schooling he underwent, it's like within a tin shed. The guys used to come playing in and playing out, and then the teacher will be having some stick in his hand, and then the same teacher will be teaching geography, history, mathematics, science, everything. One guy. He's the all in all and know-all guy. Sri Ramakrishna underwent history education. He liked it. He understood the personalities. He could remember the dialogues the events, the places, everything was fresh in his memory. Then came mathematics. Mathematics was a bugbear for him. Not because he cannot do, but there seemed to be something which is psychologically opposing him to acquire mathematical skills. He said about himself, his own self, he said, regarding addition, I was very good. What I was bad was in subtraction. So subtraction was something which he could not master. And the reason later his life itself proved was that he had a holistic collective vision where everyone is included in that vision of God and realization. He could not remove anyone. There is no subtraction from this vision of godliness, where he saw and experienced the bubbling consciousness, the divinity, the supreme indwelling, which we often pray to begin with. He found that in reality, in an all-inclusive manner, verily attesting his own, weakness in subtraction. Subsequent to which we have another personality in the life of Ramakrishna as an apostle, Swami Ramakrishnananda, who is there in the fourth extreme right in the picture. When he gave up his own personal venture in the world and took up the life of monasticism under the spearheading leadership of Swami Vivekananda, they had 12 brothers to be maintained within a closed room. They were all mendicants, so they live only on alms. What was their age? 21, 22, maximum 23. These guys who look like Mastan, going out and living on alms, was not something which the then society of Calcutta were ready to accept. So they often met with a lot of criticism. There were a few sympathizers who helped them. So Ramakrishnananda, why I am referring to that is there is a mathematics in it. Ramakrishnananda, what he did was, in order to run that small monastery, he took up a teaching profession in mathematics. He was very good in mathematics. So he went to the nearby school and then taught the students mathematics. He earned ₹7 per month and he would run the monastery. So mathematics came to help Ramakrishnananda, so to say. And the same Ramakrishnananda came and started the institution in the south, which is now flourishing in various places. He was the one who put the seed, after which only came all this college. First came the Mutt in 1898, later came this college in 1946, and several other institutions. So everything that gets into growing has a very, very humble beginning, but only upon dedication and commitment, the purpose is conveyed, and we can make really useful work out of this. Now, the conference coming in the name of mathematics and data science is a much appreciated and much worshipped, but this worship should become a very active worship, meaning to say that so many of you are here contributors to the conference publications. Now, it will be a humble appeal from all the dignitaries as well as the organizing committee that you pursue each of you pursue your line of research in order to bring the nation to the front. How the nation at large can benefit from the most important brain cells that you have in this young age. Make each moment of a humble contribution to the growth of the nation. Confidence, conviction in the power of goodness, absence of jealousy, and helping all those who are trying to do good to others. 3 fundamental qualities for making the nation as well as oneself great. So even within you, in your own academic footing, you can practice all the 3, make yourself as well as the nation great. And I congratulate the organizers. They have made a yeoman. This should be usually done at the valedictory function, but it's better also to advance this recognition to Mr. Ramakrishnan, who has worked very hard for the last 1 month, so that all of us could be here in this hall discussing and pondering mathematics in the couple of days to come. Thank you very much.
Respected Maharaj, respected Nalli sir, respected Professor Vittal, and all on stage, and my very dear students. It's a pleasure for me to come here today because my father was an alumnus of this institute in 1950s. He did MA Sanskrit here.
Then he went to become the professor of Sanskrit and the HOD of Sanskrit department in Madras University. I just say behind the college, for last 53 years since I remember, I am now 56, from the age of 3 I remember, every day morning 4:50, this bell wakes me up. And so I am very indebted to Ramakrishna Mutt, the Ramakrishna Home in particular, and to this entire organization for bringing in what we call as a sense of perfection, a sense of responsibility, sense of duty, sense of discipline. I think that's very, very important. So we're all blessed to be part of this organization, and we are all very blessed to be closely associated with this organization. What is amazing is Professor Vittal had been teaching statistics, and he proved it at this age. He proved that age is just an integer. Okay, number one. Number two, that without a script in his hand, he was able to talk about the entire history of the mathematics department, sir. This is what mathematics brings to us. Today, friends, we are now going into a different era. The last Nobel Prizes that have been announced was that science today needs a much more deeper inspection, and those inspection can come from looking at the data that many of the experiments and simulation generates. So the Nobel Prizes announced had a very curious combination of data science and the relevant science, namely the physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So this particular cusp is extremely important, and that we as Indians, we are premier mathematicians. A lot of things that we have done in the past, we are currently doing, especially our lead in the IT sector, predominantly goes to the very interesting, very tough mathematics curriculum that we have at the school level. So I am very convinced that the mathematics that we learn is in par with many of the developed countries, and we are on top better than many of the developed countries. So this is the background on which we start this entire effort, and I am extremely pleased that this conference talks about the merger of mathematics and data science. Last couple of days I had been interviewing candidates for faculty position for physics. At least 40% of the students, for 40% of the candidates who appeared for interview were having a data science as a background for doing physics research. The reason is that they say that there is an experiment that is happening. They call themselves as phenomenologists. They do both experiment and theory. So there is a theoretical base and there is an experiment that is happening. And for them to see which part of this theory is contributing to that experiment and how to basically model the entire process that is being enacted in this experiment, they take data. So they do simulation of the theory on a computer. They generate tons and tons of data. Now they train a neural network which understands this data, then use that neural network to guide the process that is happening on the physical world. The physical world gives out certain data and they use this model to predict what is happening, to actually start doing certain very deep inferences. I was amazed yesterday because 40% of them, out of 13 candidates that we had interviewed, around 6 of them actually came out and said that this is the type of research that they are doing, and that is yielding very, very good results. So now we have reached a stage where we are going to have a lot of theory, but that theory can also lead to a lot of data by simulation. The nature can offer you some data, and the way we try to scientifically explain certain natural process is basically going to happen because of this cross interdisciplinary data science and science. And in this way, this conference adds lot more value, and I congratulate the mathematics department for having come out with this wonderful concept, and I wish this conference a great success. Now, I'd like to spend another 5 minutes before I conclude to talk about some of the very important aspects that are happening today. Today, the UGC, the University Grants Commission, has come out with a very, in my opinion, a very historic order, which says that you can do 2 courses at the same time, provided your timetables don't clash. Keeping this in mind, IIT Madras, we had introduced what we call as BS in Data Science and a BS in Electronic Systems. I'll talk about the data science aspect. Today, we have, that is an sort of an hybrid course that you can take just as like recorded lectures. You can attend the lectures in the evening. There are live doubt clearing sessions, but you have to go to your center and write examination. And as per the National Education Policy 2020 of the Government of India, we have multiple exits here. At the end of the first year, you get a certificate. At the end of the second year, you get diplomas. At the end of fourth year, you get a BS, and you become an alumnus of IIT Madras. So this is what we have achieved. And today, I am very happy to tell you that 49,000 students have joined that program, right? And we derive inspiration from Swami Vivekananda, where he says that if the poor cannot afford education, education must reach the poor. I am very happy to tell you, out of this 49,000, close to 8,000 students are below poverty line, 1 lakh per annum income, family income. So this course is now becoming a game changer, right? Today, if you are looking at BCom, I hope some commerce students are here. If you are doing a BCom with the data science, it is a killer combination. If you do CA with data science, it's a very, very important, interesting contribution. Mathematics plus data science is also a very interesting and important contribution, because as Professor Vittal mentioned, we have FRS, we have many people who have achieved. I don't think it is going to be a very distant dream for us that an alumni of this institution or a faculty of this institution can reach to a stage of a Fields Medal. I think that is what the mathematics department can aspire, and I'm sure with the blessings of the great monks of the Ramakrishna Mutt and also Swami Vivekananda and the Holy Trio, I'm sure you're going to really achieve that type of an accolade. And that is really possible if you have a serious look at data science. Today there are a lot of, I'll give you some things that are happening today. Today there is, all of you would have done Aadhaar. You do face recognition. So there are many attendance systems. Just every day, today you just show your face, it just recognizes it is you and marks that you are present. Now this attendance system, if you take a photo of say some at your age of 20 till at least 50, 55, it is able to recognize this, the same photo. It is able to recognize you with a mask. Some part of your eyes need to be open. If you cover the entire face, of course it cannot, but in a half face closed, it is able to recognize. It is able to recognize you with beard. One day you don't shave, then still it is able to recognize you. All these are possible because something, and this is very important for the success of face recognition today, that I take your photo in one pose, but you just turn a bit, you turn, you smile, you frown, you cry, you laugh, but still that particular software has to recognize that it is you. And that is very, very important. You can't say that every day when you try to do the face recognition, you should be happy, you should be smiling, you should show your teeth. You can't do that. Now, this is actually possible because of something called principal component analysis. And the basis of that is eigenvalues. And the basis of that is linear algebra. So, mathematics today forms the basis of many, many advanced concepts that are today running the data science show. So, This is also one of the major reasons that we need to have mathematics and data science jointly being addressed together, and I'm sure this conference will throw a lot of light in this particular direction. So I also take this opportunity to make this offer to the esteemed institution that many of your students who are studying, pursuing BSc Mathematics or BSc anything, any degree, we need just +2 pass to be a part of this entire BS Data Science. They can also do a BS Data Science at IIT Madras, and I'll be too happy to have joint alumnus between Vivekananda College and IIT Madras. I think that will be a great honor for IIT Madras as an institution also. So with these words, I'm very happy that this conference is happening. And as Swamiji told us, after 21 years this is happening here. I hope every year this could happen, and as Professor Vittal can just take a little more from your memory, and you can tell us in which part of the world, which one of us today. I think in every part of the world there will exist one Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda College student who can come and talk in this conference. So we can just invite some 4 or 5 of them. I think it will become a great international event. And in this very pious and holy, a very serene environment of this institution, I think this conference must be an annual event. And certainly next year, I don't see any IIT faculty here, IIT Madras faculty. So next year we will get very good faculty from IIT Madras also to participate, and our students here. We could have poster sessions, we could have multiple, and we'll also get the data science faculty to come, so that we will make this a great event, and we will also be part of your organizing effort from next year. So this is my promise to Secretary Maharaj. Thank you very much for inviting me, and wishing you all the best.
எல்லாருக்கும் நமஸ்காரம். சுவாமிஜி கிட்டையும் காமகோட்டி சார்கிட்டையும் தமிழில் பேசுகிறேன்னு பர்மிஷன் வாங்கிட்டேன். மன்னிக்கணும், நான் காலேஜ் படிக்கக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு எனக்கு இல்லாமல் போயிடுது. ஓரளவு வசதி இருந்த குடும்பத்தில் பிறந்த போது கூட நான் 12 வயசு இருக்கும்போது தகப்பனார் இறந்து போயிட்டார். அதனால நான் எப்போ ஃபஸ்ட் ரேங்க் செகண்ட் ரேங்க் ராமகிருஷ்ணா மிஷன் தான் படித்தேன். முதல்ல கிப்சத் ரோடில், அப்புறம் ராஜாபாத் ஸ்ட்ரீட், அதுக்கப்புறம் மெயின் ஸ்கூலில். 4th படிக்கும்போது தான் தவறி போயிட்டார். அதனால் நிறைய ஆசைகள் இருந்தது. நான் எனக்கு ஹிஸ்ட்ரி ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். பிஏ ஹிஸ்ட்ரி முடிச்சுட்டு பிஎல் படிச்சுட்டு அப்புறம் கடைக்கு வரலாம்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். அப்புறம் அது எல்லாமே திடீர்னு அவருடைய மறைவினால் மாறி போயிடுத்து. அப்புறம் எஸ்எல்சி முடித்த மறுநாள் நான் கடைக்கு வந்துட்டேன். அதனால் எனக்கு ஃப்ளூயண்ட்டாக இங்கிலீஷில் பேச முடியாமல் சூழ்நிலைக்குனால தயவு செஞ்சு நீங்கள் பொறுத்து ஏற்றுக்கணும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா உண்மையிலேயே யார் யாரெல்லாம் கல்லூரி படிக்கிறாங்களோ அவங்கெல்லாம் பூர்வ ஜென்மத்தை புண்ணியம் பண்ணவங்கன்னு நான் இப்போ நினச்சிப்பேன். ஏன்னா எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு உதாரணம் மட்டும் நான் சொல்லணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். 1989 ஜேஆர்டி டாட்டா அவருடைய வாழ்க்கை வரலாறு பற்றி ஒரு புக்கு எழுதினார். அவர் மதர் பாட்டி பாரிஸில் இருந்தாங்க. அங்கே தான் படித்தார். அப் டு ஹையர் செகண்டரி ஸ்கூலுக்கு அங்கே படித்தார். ஹையர் செகண்டரி முடிச்சு விட்டு ஹாலிடேஸ்க்கு இங்கே வந்திருந்தார். பாம்பே வந்திருந்த போது அவங்க அப்பா ஃப்ரீயாக தானே அந்த ஆஃபீஸ் போயிட்டு போயின்னு வந்துட்டு இருந்தார். அந்த லீவ் முடியறதுக்குள்ள அவங்க ஃபாதர் இறந்து போயிட்டார். ஸோ இவரால் போய் மேற்கொண்டு கல்லூரி படிக்க முடியல. ஸோ அப்படியே சேர்ந்து ஸ்கூல் ஃபைன் முடிச்சுட்டு அப்படியே இன்ஸ்டியூஷனில் சேர்ந்துட்டார். அப்புறம் அவர் பண்ண சாதனைகளே இல்லை. அவர் தான் இந்தியாவில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பைலட்டு. அந்த இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்பர் 1 போட்டிருக்கோம் அவருடைய பைலட் ரிஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் நம்பரில். அப்படி எவ்வளோ சாதனைகள் செஞ்சார். இருந்தும் கூட அவருக்கு என் கீழே எத்தனையோ பேர் ரொம்ப பெரிய படிச்சவங்களாம் இருக்காங்க. டெக்னோகிராஃப்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. அவங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கும்போது கூட என் மனசில் ஒரு பக்கம் நான் கல்லூரி படிக்கலேன்னு அந்த இயக்கம் இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்குன்னாரு. அது நினச்சின்னு அவ்வளோ பெரிய இருக்கு. அப்போ அம்பானிலாம் வரல, டாட்டா பிர்லா 2 பேர் தான் பெரிய இண்டஸ்ட்ரியலிஸ்ட்டுன்னா. அப்புறம் நம்ம அது பெருசாக நினைக்கணும்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். ஸோ அப்புறம் தொழிலுக்கு தொழில் நான் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன். என்னை பற்றி பர்சனலாக நான் சொல்லணும்னா, என்னை உருவாக்கணும் ராமகிருஷ்ணா மிஷன் பள்ளிக்கூடம் தான் சொல்லணும். நான் அதை சொல்ல கடமை. நான் படிக்க சுயபுராணம் நினச்சிக்குவேன்னா அது சொன்னால் தான் நான் அந்த பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் படித்த என் அனுபவத்தை உங்ககிட்ட ஷேர் பண்ணிக்க முடியும். ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் செகண்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் அப்போல்லாம் எப்படின்னா விஜயதசமி தான் பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் சேர்ப்பாங்க. அப்போது இப்போ விஜயதசமி போனீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு சீட்டே கிடைக்காது. அப்போ ஒரு காலம் அப்படி இருந்தது. ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் செகண்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் எனக்கு மறந்து போச்சு. தேர்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் படிக்கணும். இப்போ எனக்கு மேத்தமெட்டிக்ஸ் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். டீச்சர் வந்து போர்டில் ஏதோ 5 சம் செய்திருந்தார். நான் எழுதிட்டு பென்சிலும் அதை பலப்பமாக வச்சுட்டேன். அவர் நான் என்ன எழுதாமல் இருக்கேன்னு வந்து பார்த்தார். பார்த்தா 5 பதில் எழுத ஆன்சர் எழுதினா கரெக்டாக எனக்காக போய் மறுபடியும் 6வது ஒரு சம் போட்டார். அவர் திருமணத்துக்குள்ளே நான் முடிச்சுட்டு வச்சிட்டேன். அப்புறம் தட்டி கொடுத்து அதை பாராட்டி சொன்னார். அது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெரிய 30 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும்போது என்னை பாராட்டினது ரொம்ப பெரிய சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது. அந்த கில்பர்ட் ரோடு பள்ளியும் ரொம்ப பழசாயிட்டு அது இடிக்க போகிறாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு கேள்விப்பட்டேன். நான் உடனே அங்கே போயிருந்தேன் சுவாமிஜி பார்க்கறதுக்கு. சுவாமிஜி இது மாதிரி கில்பர்ட் ரோடு பள்ளிக்கூடம் இடிச்சிடுறீங்களான்னு சொன்னேன். ஆமாம், நான் சுவாமிஜி எனக்கு ஒரு வேண்டுகோள் சொல்லி இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை சொன்னேன். அந்த இடம் எனக்கு ஞாபகம், கிளாஸ் ரூமு அந்த இடம் உட்காந்த இடம்லாம் நான் ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்துக்கணும் சுவாமிஜின்னேன். நானும் கூட வரவான்னு சொல்லிட்டு நாங்கள் 2 பேர் அப்போ நான் அப்போ கீழே உட்காந்த மாதிரி இருந்து இப்போ டேபிள் எடுத்து போட்டிருந்து. அப்புறம் அவரை பார்த்து வந்து ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து அப்படி குமுதத்தில் சின்ன ஒரு பக்கம் அதை பற்றி எழுதியிருந்தாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து நான் எங்கள் மெயின் ஸ்கூல் வந்த பிறகு உண்மையிலேயே வந்து என்னை வளர்த்தது, என்னை ஆளாக்குனது, எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தது வந்து ப்ரேயர் ஹால் தான், கிளாஸ் ரூம் இல்லை. ப்ரேயர் ஹால் தான் நான் எல்லாமே கற்றுண்டேன்னு சொல்ல முடியும். இப்போ இருக்கா எனக்கு தெரியல. அப்போ ஒவ்வொரு தேர்ஸ்டேயும் மார்னிங் 10:15 to 11 மாரல் கிளாஸ்னு உண்டு. மாரல் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் என்னமோ யாராவது அதுக்கும் அதாவது என்ன சொல்றது, மதத்துக்கும் சமயத்துக்கும் சம்மந்தமே இல்லை, ரிலிஜனுக்கு அதுக்கும் சம்மந்தம் இல்லை. நீதி மொழிகள் சொல்கிறது தான் யாருக்கு வேணாலும் பொருந்தது. அது மகாபாரதம் அல்லது ராமாயணம் பாகவதம் அப்படி தான் எடுத்துட்டு அது அன்னைக்கு என்ன சொன்ன வந்தாங்களோ அதுக்கு தகுந்த ஒரு இடத்த எடுத்துட்டு அது முடிக்கும் போது சொல்லுவாங்க இந்த மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டு. நான் செஞ்ச புண்ணியம் எங்களுக்கு வந்து அண்ணா சுப்பிரமணியம் சார் தான் ஹெட்மாஸ்டராக இருந்தார். மிகப்பெரிய துருவின்னு சொல்லணும், வெள்ளை வேஷ்டி கட்டிய துருவின்னு. நிறைய பேர் சான்ஸ்கிரிட் சம்மந்தமாக ஏதாவது சந்தேகம் தான் கேட்கறதுக்கு அவர்கிட்ட வந்து கேட்டு போவாங்க. அப்போ தெரியல, ஸ்டூடெண்டாக இருக்கும்போது தெரியல. அப்போ வந்து ஒரு நாள் 10 ஆயிடுச்சு. இவர் அன்னைக்கு மஞ்சக்குடி சாட்சி வந்து பேசுறதா இருந்தது, வரலை. அப்புறம் இவர் அன்னைக்கு பேச போகிறோன்னு அண்ணா சுப்பிரமணியம் தெரியாது. இருந்தாலும் அவர் எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் முடிச்சிருந்தாரோ அதுலேருந்து அவர் எடுத்து பேசினார். நான் என்ன வித்தியாசம்னா அவர் பேசுறது பெரியவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் புரியுற மாதிரி, எங்கள் ஹெட்மாஸ்டர் பேசுறது எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் புரியுற மாதிரி இருந்து. நான் கூட சொன்னேன், சார் மேற்கொண்டு கிளாஸ் நீங்களே எடுங்க சார் சொல்லி சிரிச்சின் கவனிட்டார். இது ஒன்று. ரெண்டாவது, டெய்லி அந்த வராண்டாவில் ஒருவர் டானா மாதிரி இருக்கும் அந்த பள்ளிக்கூடம், அப்படி பார்த்துக்கிட்டே போவார். எங்களுக்கு 4th term நினைக்கிறேன், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பீரியட் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. செகண்ட் பீரியட் டீச்சர் வரலை, ஆப்சண்ட்டு. அதனால இவர் என்ன பண்ண, ஒரு 3/4 மணி நேரத்துக்கு ஹோம்ஒர்க் மாதிரி கூப்பிட்டு போயிட்டார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பீரியட் எடுத்து டீச்சரு எழுதிட்டு இருந்து அவர் வந்து பார்த்தார், டீச்சர் இல்லை, உள்ளே வந்தார். அப்புறம் என்ன இந்த பீரியட் என்னடான்னு கேட்டார். இது மாதிரி இங்கிலீஷ் கிராமர்னு சொன்னாங்க. அப்புறம் அவர் கிளாஸ் எடுக்க ஆரம்பித்தார். யாருக்கும் புரியல. அவர் பிஏ லிட்ரேச்சர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு அளவுக்கு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார். பக்கத்தில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரேங்க் பார்ப்பேன், நாகராஜன் பையன், உனக்கு புரியுதாடான்னு கேட்டேன். ஒன்றும் புரியலன்னா ஆச்சு. ஒரு 40 நிமிஷம் கழிச்சு யார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரேங்க் கேட்டார், நாகராஜன். இது கேட்ட பதில் தெரியல. செகண்ட் ரேங்க் வந்து எம் சுப்பிரமணியம் சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க அப்பா மகாதேவன் சொல்லிட்டு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் இந்தியா கம்பெனியில் வந்து டைரக்டராக இருந்தார், அவனுக்கும் தெரியல. தேர்ட் ரேங்க் யாராலும் நான் எழுந்தேன், பெல் அடிச்சது உட்காந்துட்டேன், எனக்கும் தெரியாது. எதுக்கு சொல்கிறேன்னா, அப்படி தமிழ் டீச்சர் வந்து வி. சாமினாருடைய கிராண்ட்சன் நாராயணசாமி ஐயர்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவர் தான் என்னுடைய தமிழ் டீச்சர். என் வாழ்க்கையில் வந்து படிக்கிறதுல இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வந்து காரணம் அவர் தான். அவர் இந்த கிளாஸ் முடியும் போது சொன்னார், இந்த பசங்களாம் 3 விதமாக சொல்லி கொடுக்குறது மனசில் பதியும். ஒன்று காதால் கேட்குறது, ஒன்று வந்து நம்மளே படிக்கிறது, இன்னொன்று வந்து எழுதுறது. இதில் இந்த 3 விதத்தில் எழுதுறது மட்டும் அப்படியே மனசில் பதிஞ்சிடும், அது மறையவே மறையாது. அதை தான் ஹோம்ஒர்க் மாதிரி கொடுத்துருந்தாரு. அதுக்காக தான் உங்களுக்கு இது மாதிரி எழுத சொன்னேன். அப்புறம் நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு புத்தகம் வந்து 96 பக்கம் தமிழ் புக். அதில் மனுஷன் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் உங்கள்கிட்ட ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கணும்னு, நான் ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் முறையில் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கணுன்னு. அதில் வந்து எவ்வளோ தமிழ் வார்த்தைகள் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும். லைப்ரரி போய் பாரு, என்ன எனி சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் நீங்கள் படிங்க, சப்ஜெக்ட் பற்றி முக்கிய வார்த்தைகள் நிறைய வார்த்தைகள் உங்களுக்கு தெரிய வரும்னு. அப்புறம் போனேன், அப்படி சுற்றி பார்த்தேன். லைப்ரரி தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு வாழ்க்கையில் லைப்ரரிக்குள்ளே போகிறேன். ராகுல் இருந்தார் சார், இது மாதிரி எங்கள் தமிழ் டீச்சர் சொன்னாருங்க. 2 புக்கு எடுத்து கொடுத்தாரு. ஒன்று வந்து ராமகிருஷ்ண பரமசிவன் மொழி அமுதம், இன்னொரு புக்கு சத்திய சோதனை மகாத்மா காந்தி. அது வந்து படித்து முடிச்சப்பறம் நான் நினச்சிட்டேன், மகாத்மா காந்தி வந்து ஹிஸ்ட்ரி மாதிரி இருந்ததுனால எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்து. ராமகிருஷ்ண பரமசிவன் வந்து ஒரு தெய்வீக சம்பந்தமான சில அந்த வயசுக்கு வந்து அது சிலது புரிஞ்சு சிலது புரியல. நான் நினச்சிருந்தேன் ஒரு தேசத்துக்கு எப்படி சொல்றது, ஒரு தேசத்துக்கு விடுதலை கிடைக்கிறதுக்காக சத்தியமும் அகிம்சையும் வச்சிருந்தார் அவர். நான் போய் ஒரு ட்ரேட்ல சேர போகிறேன், சத்தியமும் நேர்மையும் வச்சுக்கிறேன், நான் போய் எடுத்துப்பேன், நான் அது நடத்துவேன்ட்டு. நான் வந்து பார்த்தபோது அதே மாதிரி தான் நடந்துருந்தது. இன்னைக்கு சில வெற்றிகள் கிடைச்சிருக்குன்னா அது ராமகிருஷ்ண பரமேஸ்வரனுடைய அருள்ல அங்கே படித்ததுனால, அந்த பள்ளிக்கூடத்து மாணவனாக இருந்ததுனால தான். நான் வந்து காலேஜ் மாணவன் சொல்லிக்கிற தகுதி இல்லை. சுவாமிஜி கிட்ட சொன்னேன், சுவாமிஜி இங்கேருந்து உட்காருன்னாரு. சுவாமிஜி எனக்கு தகுதி இல்லையா என்ன, அதான் வந்து ராமகிருஷ்ணா மிஷனுடைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நீ வரலாம் வான்னு சொல்லிட்டு அழைச்சிட்டு வந்தார். அவருக்கு வணக்கத்தை தெரியப்படுத்தி கொண்டு உங்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் இவ்வளோ பெரியவங்களுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்தது. ஐஐடி மெட்ராஸ் வந்து அவரை முதல்ல நான் காமகோட்டி மீட் பண்ணது ராமகிருஷ்ணா மட்டில். அங்கே தான் பிரசிடென்ட் மாதிரி எனக்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்தி வச்சார். தொடர்ந்து 5வது முறையாக இந்தியாவிலே இருக்க அத்தனை ஐஐடியில் தி பெஸ்ட் ஐஐடின்ற பரிசு தான் கிடைச்சது. நேற்று தான் பேப்பரில் படித்தேன். பிரதமருக்கு அவர் மேலே ரொம்ப இஷ்டம். காசி சங்கமம்னு ஒரு ஏற்பாடு பண்ணார். 1 2 நடந்தது, 3 அது மொத்த பொறுப்பு இவர்கிட்ட தான் கொடுத்துருந்தார். அப்போ நானும் அந்த கமிட்டியில் இருந்தேன். நான் வந்து உட்கார்ந்து ஒன்றும் பேசவே இல்லை. கேட்டார், ஒன்றுமே சொல்ல மாட்டேங்க சார், நான் கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு வந்திருக்கேன். இந்த மாதிரி அமைப்பு ஒரு அரேஞ்ச்மெண்ட்ஸ் எப்படி பண்ணுறது, டூர் இதெல்லாம் நான் தெரிஞ்சுருந்தேன் அங்கே அப்போ இருக்கும்போது. ரொம்ப அழகாக ஒரு சின்ன குறை கூட இல்லாமல் நடத்தி கொடுத்தார். இது வந்து ஐஐடி செய்த புண்ணியம், இந்திய அரசாங்கம் செஞ்ச புண்ணியம். அவர் வந்து டைரக்டராக இருந்தார். அது ரொம்ப நம்ம கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கோம். எத்தனை விஷயங்கள்லாம் கூட கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்க. அப்படி சொன்னால் நிறைய சொல்லலாம். நீங்கள் விவேகானந்தா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டா இல்லையா, அப்பா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டா? அவருக்கு நமஸ்காரம் தெரியப்படுத்துவேன். ராவணன் சார் வந்து நான் மீனாட்சி காலேஜ் இருக்கும்போது ஒரு தடவை அங்கே கான்வெகேஷனுக்கு வந்து தலைமை தாங்கினார். அப்படி அவரை எனக்கு பழக்கமாச்சு. விட்டல் சார் நான் ஆச்சரியப்பட்டு போனேன். அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி எவ்வளோ விஷயங்கள் ஒரு சின்ன குறிப்பு கூட இல்லாமல் சொல்லிட்டார். 4 கடம் குழந்தைங்க ரொம்ப கடன் போட்டிருக்காங்க. நீங்கள் இந்த காலேஜில் ப்ரொஃபஸராக இருந்துட்டு உங்கள் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் பெரிய பொண்ணுன்னு சொன்னாங்க. நீங்கள் இந்த காலேஜ் சந்தோஷம். எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். குறை இருந்தால் நான் பேசுறது தயவு செஞ்சு மன்னிச்சுங்க. நன்றி.
The most respected Swamiji, Maharaja, Secretary of this college, the respected IIT Director, Professor Kamakoti, the conference President, Dr. P.R. Vittal, the Principal, Dr. Kuppuswami sir, my Guru, Dr. P. Venkatesan sir, my student, Dr. M. Ramakrishnan, other faculty member from various colleges, institution, dear friends. I am standing here because of statistics. Till +2, I don't know a word about statistics. I am not heard about the word statistics. So after finishing +2, my neighbor village, Professor Kuppuswami, he is already worked in Presidency College. He only told better to join statistics. Till my 3rd standard, I love mathematics. Maths. 24 hours I solve maths. I never liked physics, chemistry, botany, zoology. So when I saw the syllabus of mathematics and statistics, the allied is mathematics, another one is numerical analysis. So I had a பெரிய கும்பிடு போட்டாச்சு மற்ற சப்ஜெக்ட் போட்டு. I joined BSc Statistics at Presidency College, MSc Statistics at same Presidency College, then lecturer in Presidency College, head of the department at Presidency College, principal at Presidency College. Everything, and after that I joined direct in last 7 years because of statistics. Still I am conduct many workshop, conference, everything by like academic. So I really happy here for this inaugural function. My guide, Dr. Venkatesan, generally busy with all activities. Myself is more busy with my guide. My student, Dr. Ramakrishnan, is very, very busy always. Daily, any one academic activities. He is always engaged with one academic activity. Today here, tomorrow, Chalam, the next day. So he has conducted more workshop, more conference. So I am really happy, sir. My student, Dr. Ramakrishnan, is engaged with all activities, and he is the second organizing secretary for this conference, in this international conference for this college. I am really congratulated, sir. I am also close associate with your Swamiji Maharaja, sir. Many times he visited when I was joint director at Chennai RJD. I am always very helpful with all colleges, especially for this college. Because wherever I went to any meeting or any council meeting, I told the only one college in Chennai, in aided college, collect 700 rupees for admission fees. 700 or 800, whatever the government rules, only one college in Vivekananda College. The remaining all colleges, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 for aided course. And also this college, if any, sometimes some functions, any activities, they collect some fees. This college never collect from students. They will give. It's just like for trade fair, they are selling the ticket for hours. At that time also, they never collect from students. So I am really happy. I am close association with this college last 20 years, especially for RJD. I am very close association, and it's no single file pending in our office with this college also. And also the whole Tamil Nadu, the first college got CS in this college only. So I love and affection with this college. So because of these affections, and also my student Dr. Ramakrishnan invited this conference, so immediately I accepted, and I'm really happy, sir. It is indeed a moment of great pride and honor to address the inaugural address of the International Conference of Mathematics and Data Science organized by the Department of Mathematics of Vivekananda College. Today, we stand at the intersection of two powerful disciplines that are reshaping our understanding of the world. Mathematics, the universal language of logic and precision, has been the foundation of human progress of millennia. Data science, the modern art of extracting wisdom from information, is our response to the digital revolution of that sounds us. This conference brings together these two domains in a celebration of intellectual curiosity and practical innovation. We are witnessing an era where mathematical theories find immediate application in solving real-world problems through data-driven approach. The mathematics remains a bedrock upon which data science stands. Every algorithm, every statistical model, and every machine learning techniques has its root in mathematical principles. The elegant theorems of calculus help us optimize complex systems. Linear algebra powers neural network. Probability theories guides our understanding of uncertainty and risks. As we advance into an increasingly digital future, the demand of mathematical literacy grows exponentially. The student and researcher present here today are the architect of tomorrow innovation. Data science represents the practical manifestation of mathematical concept in our data-rich world. It combines statistical analysis, computational algorithm, and domain expertise to extract meaningful insights from vast data set. The Department of Mathematics has demonstrated remarkable vision in organizing this conference. The institution, named after Swami Vivekananda, who emphasized the importance of scientific temper alongside spiritual wisdom, provide the perfect setting for such an academic endeavor. I congratulate the organizer, resource person, and participants for their dedication and enthusiasm. May this conference speak new insights, strengthen academic bonds, and contribute meaningful to both academic excellence and real-world application. I wish the international conference a great success. Thank you.
His Holiness Swami Maharaj, Chief Guest of today's function, the most dynamic Director of IIT, who opened the gates of IIT for even common man, which was not there fully. Principal of this college, Professor Kumaresan, the most dynamic secretary, and was guided most of the people, and Padma Shri Kuppuswami, and the most dynamic what you call researcher and statistical consultant, Professor Ravanan, and the organization secretary, and the more the dynamic person, as Professor Ravanan said, was overtaking his guide in kind of making consultation and workshops and other dignities. So there are our senior professors, Professor Thangaraj, Professor Gopal, Professor Sindamarai, and other senior professors from the Faculty of Statistics, and faculty members from the Department of Mathematics, and other faculty members from the college, and members from the various other colleges, and guests, invited speakers, and my dear students. A warm good morning to all of you. Really, it is a privilege and honor to be part of this program today. As already you know, it is a privilege because the conference was sponsored by two important organizations. One is the International Biometric Society. The next one is the Tamil Nadu Statistical Association. I am the president of both the things. So on behalf of both the associations, I carry forward the good wishes of all the members of these two associations for the success of the conference, and definitely will support whatever action line. Just Professor Kamakoti was telling he is ready to help this one. So we also started helping, and future also will try to help everything that's going to be there. I am honored mainly because already Professor Vittal, my guru, told me. He said no, because privilege. I am the first batch of MPhil students from this college, as he said rightly. We are 3 full-time students in the Department of Mathematics, myself and Satyanathan, who was the professor of mathematics at T.G. Vaishnava College, and one more person, Santanam, is from Gil Adarsh Vidyalaya, this thing. So I took applied mathematics as my optional, where other two took numerical mathematics. They work under Professor Vasudevan. I work under then HOD Professor P.B. Ranganathan, a noble soul, who actually guided me this one. So after that, after finishing my MPhil, I moved to completely statistics side and computational biology side, and most of the things, everything. But the seed has been shown 1 year. What is research, how to do it, how to go for reference, how to go to IIT libraries and mathematical science libraries, everything has been done here. Really, whatever I achieved in front of research, the seed has been shown here. That has been, so in that way, I am very much thankful to my department. It is my alma mater. I am alumni of this department. So I owe a lot to this department. Always at the disposal of Swamiji and others. Whatever help they want, they will do it. So the next one is, because yesterday Ramakrishna asked me to give the keynote address on data science. So because this is a field which I'm working for more than 25 years. So particularly, so there is a fear, no? Whenever data science has come, just like any other discipline, most of our statistics people are very much afraid. They are aversion to this one for 2 reasons. Because most of the departments of colleges and other things, they won't get admission in mathematics or statistics. They will go only for data science. So admission is affected. That is really true. That is one thing. The second one is, most of the departments, they change the name also. By either mathematics, statistics and data science, or data science. The university itself, they change the department to statistics. So in that way, it is affected. But we need not worry, because our statistics deals with the structured data with a lot of assumptions where we can able to capture this one. The problem with this one is certain things we cannot use a conventional statistical method, because Professor Kamakoti was telling about data science. So the thing is, in simple terms, suppose I got 50 variables and 500 cases, I have no problem. I can able to do any analysis about the relation. On the other hand, suppose I got 500 variables and only 50 cases, all my statistical method fails. Correct? I cannot do anything. So in medical field where I am having, using microchip, I can able to get about anywhere between 6 to 60,000 variable information. My cases will only 100. Then only there we said, no, there are two ways. Whether the dimension of the, what you call the I dimension, when of the number of variables are going to be more than the number of cases, we call this I dimension. So one of the simplest ways is that anyway we can able to transfer the 6,000 variables or 60,000 variables to a manageable number using certain transformation technique, what you call the extraction method, so that we can use still the conventional method. Or otherwise, here only we try to get the help of the machine learning algorithms. So even though machine learning is part of artificial intelligence, it is not talking about cognitive way. It takes out to make the machine to learn to do a particular job. So most of the algorithms are this one. In that way, most of the algorithms are used in statistical things, particularly using high dimensional data. High dimensional, whenever more is there, so there's a lot of technique. Professor was telling about principal computer analysis, one of the oldest technique which are doing. Now that has been part of small data, okay, thousands, okay, but millions and trillions of data, I think PC is very difficult. And other problem with this one is whenever using principal computer analysis, you are having a linear combination of this one. I want which are the genes causative for a particular disease like cancer. So I only, we say second component, principal component is significant. How to identify? Olden days, we used to rudely go for the weightage, then say these are the important genes. Nowadays, we are having other methods also. We are having non-linear principal component analysis, coordinate analysis, everything has come in the recent 5 years. I think that is one area. The other one is there any way how to study the best subset? You know, in regression, conventional regression problem, you go for stepwise method, forward, backward, everything to say that to minimize the variable. But it has got its own limitations. When you are having 1 million variables, we cannot do that one, correct? So how to find this one? There are a lot of methods. So here only the principle of machine learning comes. The genetic algorithm, one of the universal optimization technique, where near optimization technique, where you can solve where x squared plus bx plus c equal to 0 using this one, but that's not the case. So conventional method, other optimization will take one point at a time, where genetic algorithm tries to optimize several solutions at the same time and try to take the best solution of the last. So that is the way out of this one. We can use fuzzy logic. The latest technology is the rough sets. Because in today's day, whenever dealing with high dimensional database, that is going to be there. So things which cannot be done in conventional statistics. So we are going to do using the machine learning of other things. That's why the new discipline. In other words, data science is super discipline of statistics, and statistics can be considered a subfield of that one. That's the only thing, because it deals only with structured data. And one of the conditions we are having, you take our basic theorems, either central limit theorem or law of large numbers. There we are assuming for a given p, n tends to infinity, number of cases tend to infinity, but it's going to be the other way. So, and the next one is, nowhere in the university syllabus, we are having unstructured data. For example, image, speaking, my voice, audio, video. That's a modern day where we don't have anything in statistics. So the machine learning approach has been borrowed to convert this one to data. That's why coding, everything they start with, in data science, you'll start only with the coding, how to make it. Then statistics, of course, very important. The only thing is we are giving too much importance for the functional form relation between y and x6. But here in data science is not there. The second important thing about this one, anything modern thing is, so whether fitting a regression or any distribution, we say, okay, I'm fitting normal distribution for the data, I'm fitting regression. We are specifying the model. But in machine learning, we need not specify the model, give the data, give the algorithm so that you can capture the pattern, it generates its own model. That's the only thing, correct? So it is more on this one. So in that way, data science is one of the important where we cannot ignore. And the type of data, we are having trillions of data and high dimensional data, and we are having a lot of sparsity is also there. Then the other important type of data in data science we are dealing is the sensor data and what do you call the truncated data. Sensor data have only partial information available. I think it has been from 1980s, a lot of work has been done. And I have also done work on that one. So the survey analysis, related concept, or event analysis, where how the conventional method can be extended to accommodate the censoring part, incompleteness. The truncation is different. Because you are having that is the reading which you will get great at something where, for example, you take HIV viral load, you want to measure it. The machine can measure up to 10 lakhs maximum. Below it will have only 400 copies. But you are having anybody above 10 lakhs, it will be greater than this one. These are truncation. So truncation, again, analysis of this one is one of the major problems where conventional methods are not learning, where data science try to put some methods on this one. The next one is the fuzzy data, no? Even though you know fuzzy very well. Fuzzy data, suppose I got a height of 165 centimeter, weight 40 kgs and age 40 years, I got very good method, statistical methods, I can do it. On the other hand, your average height, your overweight and young boy or young man. So these are linguistic variables. So fuzzy logic gives a method by which we can able to convert the whole thing. We can able to, so here only data science definitely we need, because so this first stage and most of the people who are working in fuzzy is okay. But the highest order of this one is going to be rough sets. Today, anything you want to do it on high dimensional database, particularly in data science, so you cannot escape without rough sets, because rough sets, I will give a simple example. Suppose we are having two individuals where all our variables are same, but one person responding, other person not responding. That means the set of variables which are considered as no meaning. You cannot able to classify both. Then how to reduce it? So using this technique, the high dimensional data can be reduced to a manageable number, and we can able to do it. Now we have a lot of hybrid methods also. This is some of the important things which you have to do it. And the other important method when dealing with this one data science is the regularization methods, because one is the regularization method means we are having the lasso, the sinkage estimates are very common, what we call L1 says. Then ridges already we know in statistics, but LNet is a combination of both L1 and L2, and a lot of recent techniques have come. So the students should, statistics students cannot survive, or mathematics students cannot survive only with the conventional thing which you are reading. You have to move forward, and you have to learn yourself if it's not in the syllabus. There are a lot of courses, there are a lot of materials available, not like holidays when we are doing here, one want to get it. So even when university, when I'm doing PhD, so I have to write an email, so one letter, inland letter to this one. After 6 months, I will get a bundle of reprints from the email. At least 6 months, it's not like that. Now overflowing this one. The only thing people are unable to select which is better and which to do it is one of the problem. So the data science is out of the day. So statistics people or mathematics people need not afraid about data science, because that is taking about the unstructured data, high dimensional databases. Whenever you are having conventional structured data with this one, our syllabus statistics method works, we are going to do it. So, and we have to do it. Now, what are the recent things which you have to do it? This 1 2 minutes I will finish it. The first one is learning. We are having machine learning already said. There are a lot of learning. People are talking about deep learning also. Because using neural network, even Professor was telling about neural network, most of the high-level statistical analysis can be done using a neural network. A neural network with no hidden layer is nothing but our generalized linear model in statistics. You are having a neural network with one hidden layer, it is equivalent to our generalized linear models, not generalized linear models, where the error structure need not be normal. It could be any of the family of this one. And generalized additive models are there. And for most of the things we can able to get it, and using the neural network as a particular case of the conventional statistics can be done using a particular case of the machine learning approaches like this one. And the last one is, most of the machine learning approaches or AI techniques are based on data-based, empirical nature, but there is no theoretical support. But there is a separate discipline in statistics, what you call statistical learning theory, which combines statistics and function analysis, mathematical form, particularly kernel functions. They are very powerful, because what you are having a Hilbert space, Banach space, which you study, we have killed mathematics because we taught all the things without showing any application. Now, the most commonly used technique, support vector mission, it bases only from Hilbert space and Banach space. Because there is Mess's theorem which says how you think an A dimension can embed it into a Banach space, where corresponding you are having Hilbert space where you can able to do it. So it makes a learning problem into a constraint optimization problem with Lagrangian multiplied. We are given separate number, empirical risk minimization, because it is going to be this. So that is the way things have been done. And unless you are having, because I know a lot of people are having, for example, deep learning. In conventional machine learning, you want to use it, you have suppose image data there. So you have to extract the features, and you have to give in manually, you have to do it. But deep learning, you construct a lot of hidden layers. so that each written layer can able to pick up one or two important features, or what you call the variables. Then last stage you convert a neural network to make a classification. So they got very good mathematics for this one. The only problem, people are not reading over the background, simply taking a software and using, they are only what people are failing. So you should know this one. So any person who is in mathematics and statistics background, go for this statistical learning theory. Just like machine. So statistical learning theory gives the theoretical support for all the machine learning approaches in simple terms. There are other type of learnings where we are having modern, we are having active learning, we are having transfer learning. For example, transfer learning is the order of the day. What we are going to do, suppose I got one data there, I cannot train the data because any machine learning approach requires a lot of databases. So a small database, I cannot make it. So already some trained data is there in the same thing. You borrow it, make some modification, use it. So how to use it, what are the things you have to check? That is learning thing, that is the latest approach. So that you have to give it. Then one of the important things where persons working in medical field, you should remember is yearly prediction of the event. So suppose I am doing a trial where I want to give 1 year treatment. At the end of 1 year convention, I will say whether the patient is responded or not. On the other hand, suppose I ask the patient not responding, it's a problem. It creates other problem like resistance and trying to have it, particularly in tuberculosis and COVID, etc. So what I have is within 1 month treatment, 15 months or 15 days treatment, can be able to predict based on the observation the patient will respond or not. Early prediction. There are a lot of thickness there. Just I'll give you one thing. The conventional Bayesian network is one of the powerful tool for early prediction when compared to other things. There are a lot of things have come. So data science is flourishing. So we cannot avoid it. We have to learn it. But it is not, it is helping us where the domain is away from our conventional things. So in that way, I want to insist to the youngster that you should, statistics is basic because fundamentally it's very basic. Always Professor Gopal used to say there are 4 conventional statistics is only on 4 pillars. One is probability theory, the other one is designs, the third one is sampling, the fourth one is inference. These are the 4 domains, correct? Now we extended this one to one step further. So when incomplete is there, we are having partial likelihood of the things. Okay. So, நீ 15 minutes தானே சொன்னேன், நைட்டு சொல்லிட்டு வந்து பேச சொல்றேன். Okay, I think the organization asked me to stop. Okay. No, he only requested me to last evening 8 o'clock night. He told me that I have to speak on data science because nobody is there. No, okay, no problem. And Ramakrishna always does like this. We know that. Okay, it's a known thing. Okay, I think so. The message is data science. You have to read your statistics or mathematics. Fundamentals are very important. But to augment this one, you should have the data results, which is a more general field where you can able to do it. So with this, I thank all the organizers for inviting me to part of this program, and thank all our senior professors and the students for your passionate listening. And I wish the conference all success. In the next 2 days, it will be very favourable. With this, I thank you all once again. God bless you all.